Psychmates. Let me share with you a quotation from Jean Piaget, the man behind the famous cognitive theory and known for his contribution in the both field of education and psychology. He said, the principal goal of education in schools should be creating men and women capable of doing new things and not simply repeating what other generations have done. We all know how crucial a good education is for our children, and now the question is, how can we make education effective?
Recent developments in neuroscience have confirmed the flexibility of the brain and its ability to respond to and grow with experience. Research shows that we're not born with cognitive abilities like acknowledging others' perspective or thinking logically or symbolically representing objects in our minds. These abilities are developed as we grow up and learn and experience about the world. But how can we use these facts to maximize our potential? How can these principles affect our interaction with the environment and our learning?
The field of education has evolved over time. It was previously only open to men and the privileged, but now everyone may access it. The government, financial stability, and student motivation are just a few issues that continue limiting access.
SILA's international claims that education aid is human growth. In the grant, the capacity for reasoning, pursuing the goal and desires, and leading a moral life. In this way, education plays a major role in a person's growth.
According to the studies of renowned philosopher and psychologist Jean Piaget, development is a rise in the complexity, mobility, and systematization of the cognitive structures. Piaget believed that thinking, or the capacity to reason, connect ideas, and solve problems, results from the continuous development of cognitive structures within the environment.
Education is one of the main elements to progress, as was already mentioned. There is no doubt that this topic has been debated, particularly in the media, particularly in the news, periodicals, and even in the idea of TV series.
Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit, which was filmed in San Francisco under the direction of Bill Drew, is a well-known film that depicts educational advancement. The director highlights details on conduct, education, and school supplies.
The significance of good teachers for behavior and success in life is illustrated in the movie Sister Act 2. A moment when they were playing, shouting, listening, and singing to random music in St. Francis Academy in the beginning served as an illustrations.
Fortunately, Sister Mary Clarence treats her students strictly. She engages their lives outside of class, imparting principles and manners. It demonstrates how discipline and effective communication help kids become better intellectual and moral citizens.
Students put time in their education so they may succeed. Sister Mary Clarence successfully supervised education in this movie despite knowing that it had little interest of it.
Sister Mary Clarence successfully supervised the education in this movie, despite knowing the kids had little interest in it. Sister Mary Clarence is lost at the school, as seen as the start of the film. She realized how demotivated the pupils were and how dull the classes were.
Sister Mary Clarence recognized that her students love singing and use this is in her method to inspire her students, reminding them, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go someplace, you had better wake up and pay attention.
Human minds are amazing. From the moment they are born, and only get better as they mature. It's crucial to remember that the movie we just watched is just one of many that people see as they get older.
They're not only incredible on their own, but they can all happen at once. Children are therefore learning the language while also being aware of moral and gender identity. They also experience the effects of attachment and society.
Thus, those dull rehashes are about a group of youngsters who lack confidence in themselves and how a motivating instructor leads them to the state finals where they defeat the snobs from the wealthy school. She transformed a rowdy group of kids into a choir.
The movie explores the connection between development psychology and morality, showing how different stages of development can shape our moral values and beliefs. It also examines how our environment can influence our moral decisions and how we should strive to be good role models for others. Ultimately, Sister Act 2 Back to Habit teach us that we should always strive to make good choices and treat each other with kindness and respect.
The strength of the film was its theme. With regards to the importance of music, specifically in the disadvantaged area. The film has spanned the power of music to inspire, uplift, and lead people to work together, as well as its potential to provide young people with an ultimate sense of purpose and direction.
There are few ways to connect the movie Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit to the principles of cognitivism, which is a theoretical perspective in psychology that emphasizes the role of mental processes such as perception, attention, memory, and problem solving in learning and behavior. Here are a few examples. Number 1, attention. In the movie, Dolores uses various strategies to capture the students' attention and engage them in the music program. For example, she uses humor, games, hands-on activities to make the learning experience more enjoyable and meaningful. This is consistent with the idea in cognitivism that attention is critical for learning and that teachers should use strategies that capture and sustain students' attention. Number 2 is the memory. Another key principle of cognitivism is memory, which refers to the processes involved in encoding, storing, and retrieving information. In the movie, Dolores helps the students to memorize songs and lyrics by using repetition, mnemonic devices, and other memory aids. She also helps them to link new information to existing knowledge and experiences, which is another way to enhance memory. This demonstrates the importance of memory in learning and the needs for teachers for use strategies that facilitate memory retention and recall.
Problem-solving cognitism also emphasizes the role of problem-solving in learning, which involves using mental process, such analysis, synthesis, evaluation of solve complex problem. In the movie, the students face various challenges and obstacles in their music program, such disagreement, self-doubt, and lack of resources. Dolores helped them to problem-solving strategy such as brainstorming, collaboration, and creative to overcome this obstacle and achieve their goals. This illustrates the importance of problem-solving skill in learning and the need for teachers to foster their skill in their students. Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, can be seen as a movie that aligns with the principle of cognitivism, as it highlights the importance of attention, memory, and problem-solving in the learning process. It also shows how effective teaching strategies can enhance this mental process and lead to meaningful and enjoyable learning experience.
Psychmates, after watching this video, I hope you learned something. I hope we give you additional knowledge to ponder. And remember that the beginning of wisdom is the knowledge of your own ignorance. See you again next time and thanks for watching.